Chapter 405, A Cephalopod of Terror. It starts in the living room. I am on my computer and I found a rather disturbing and strange article on the news in Washington state. Me, hey guys, come here. Very, Rachel, Talia, Nicole, Naruto, Fu, Lana, Ben, Aqua, Lainey, Lila, Lincoln, Maria, and the mermaid girls came. Lana, what's going on, JD? Me, there's something going down in Graves Point, Washington. It's one of Pacific Coastline's most important fishing ports. Ben, what's going on? Me, it says that a giant squid is terrorizing the town. It killed 10 people over the last 3 days and nights. Lana, why would a giant squid terrorize a town like that? Lainey, it could be a number of ways. Giant squid are extremely intelligent creatures. Lila, that's right. They have one of the most sophisticated brains of any animal in the world. Very, that's right, Lila. They are also said to be one of nature's strongest survivors. Squids, octopuses, and cephalopods have been on the planet ever since the Cambrian period 530 million years ago. Lana, that's a long time. Rachel, it sure is. Me, not only that, guys, but they also have extremely powerful parrot-like beak jaws that is so powerful that it can pierce through solid bedrock. Everyone, wow. Ben, that's a powerful creature. Naruto, it sure is. How can a creature generate such enormous power in its mouth? Me, it's just that powerful, and they survived everything nature has to throw at them, making them one of the toughest and strongest survivors on Earth. But we better get over there and see what's going on. Naruto, we're with you, bro. Me, let's roll. We set out for Graves Point, Washington. We arrived in Graves Point and we saw that nobody was on the beach because of the squid. Me, the squid sure has this town in the grip of terror. Naruto, it sure does. Fu, how are we gonna stop it? Me, we'll have to go on a boat that's gonna go after it. Lana, that's a good idea. We asked around town and we found out that a man named Whip Dalton is going after the squid to stop it. We went to find him and we saw him in a boat with a man named Osborne Manning and marine biologist Dr. Herbert Talley formulating a plan. Me, maybe we can help out too. We came onto the boat. Dr. Talley, the famous JD. Knudsen and friends. It's an honor to meet you all. Me, you too, mister. Dr. Talley, Dr. Herbert Talley, Professor of Marine Biology. Manning, Osborne Manning. Pleasure to meet you all. Whip Dalton. Graves, Skylar Graves. Graves Point Harbor Master. Me, pleasure to meet you all. Lana, we heard that you were going after the giant squid. Whip, that's right. We're gonna go after it and kill it. Me, that's gonna be tough. Ben, yeah. Me, let us help you. Whip, okay. It's gonna be a rough ride. We're using my boat, the privateer. Me, okay. We were out on the ocean and it was very quiet. With us was United States Coast Guard Officer LT. Catherine Marcus. Me, it sure is quiet out here. Too quiet. Lana, yeah. I like it. Me, Cleo, Bella, Emma, and Ricky are watching for the squid and it's gonna be hard to find her. Lainey, I wonder how big this squid is. Me, well, the maximum size they can get is 60 to 70 feet long. Naruto, that's a big creature. Fu, no kidding. Catherine, Whip. Looks at something, she's here. We got ready. On the fish finder we saw a huge green blip. It was coming towards the big lure we set out. Me, that's a big blip. Very, yeah. We were watching as we were trolling and the squid took the lure. Dr. Talley, she took it. We were waiting for the right moment. Whip, ready? Dr. Talley, yeah. Whip, now. Dr. Talley pulled a lever on the winch and it pulled on the squid and yanked the boat almost out of the water. Me, whoa. Lana, that was intense. Lainey, it sure was. We pulled the squid in and it was really heavy and it was a huge struggle. We were then seeing the squid barely near the surface. Dr. Telly, I can see it. I can see it. The squid surfaced and we saw that it was enormous. Manning, oh my gosh. Nicole, sweet mother of the stars. Naruto, unbelievable. Aqua, that thing is huge. Me, that is an enormous squid. The squid was 110 feet long and weighed 5,000 pounds. It was by far the longest and largest creature in the world. It was screeching loudly and it was waving its long tentacles around. The level of bloodlust and rage it had was unbelievable. Manning, I think I got a shot. He fired a harpoon loaded with a poison into its tentacles and into its head. It was supposedly dead. We were heading back to shore when the boat died on us. Me, uh-oh. That's not good. Lana, let me take a look. Lana took a look at the engine and she found out that the valves were shot. No compression at all. She managed to fix the engine and got it going again. Lincoln, great job Lana. Nicole, way to go. Lainey, that's our little handyman. Aqua, she is a great handyman. Whip, she's quite a mechanic. Ricky, now let's head back to shore so we can turn this thing into calamari. But we later found out that the squid was knocked out with a sedative. Me, what drug did you use on the squid Manning? Manning, it was phenobarbital. Me, phenobarbital? The sedative for anti-seizure medicine in epilepsy. Manning, that's right. Talia, that's crazy. We found out that he was gonna put the squid on display in an aquarium in Houston, Texas. We were in trouble. Because of the squid's massive size it would only last for about half an hour. Catherine called the Coast Guard and they were sending a chopper out. We had no choice but to let the squid go. It woke up after we cut the rope and it went back into the water. As we were waiting, the squid came back and as a tentacle was about to grab Manning, I take my sword and cut off the tentacle. Then the squid jumped out of the water and landed onto the boat and it was gonna be a vicious assault. It was waving its tentacles around and we were fighting them with our weapons and powers. Lana fired a blast of ice lightning and broke off a tentacle. Lainey entangled the squid in kelp and giant vines and Catherine fired a flare. We then saw the squid's powerful beak-like jaws and they were ugly. Naruto, so that's a squid's beak. Phew, I had no idea that they were that ugly and they have all that devastating power. Lincoln fired a blast of lightning at a tentacle and blew it off. Ben was now Rupios. Rupios, back off you overgrown slab of calamari. Rupios bit the squid and bit off a tentacle and a part of its head. The mermaid girls fired the elements at the squid and Maria fired a blast of water. Naruto and Fu fired a blast of wind and water at the squid. The Coast Guard helicopter arrived and they were climbing a ladder up to it. Whip was breaking fuel barrels open and as he was about to climb the ladder the squid grabbed his leg. Lincoln, oh no you don't. Ben jumped out of the water and turned into Jet Ray. Ben, Jet Ray. Lincoln fired a blast of lightning and ignited the fuel and set the boat on fire and we got everyone on the chopper and we were flying in the air. We saw the squid in pain from the flames. A barrel was rolling to it and I knew what was gonna happen next. Me, you go to hell. The barrel hit the squid and it exploded and the squid was blown to pieces and some of it was intact. We cheered wildly. Me, that's it for that squid. Rachel, yep. And good riddance. Naruto, I got this. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto and his clones went onto the water. They picked up the squid and started walking back to the shore. We all got back safe and Ben reverted back. Ben, that was intense. Lana, it sure was. Lainey, I'm glad that squid is gone. We saved this whole town from fear. Me, we sure did bro. Naruto and his clones came and they had the huge squid carcass with them. It was later made into a taxidermy trophy and we set it up in our estate in the middle of the backyard. It was now a huge statue. Graves Point had a memorial set up for the people that were killed by the squid, and they built a statue of us holding a squid tentacle, and I was holding the squid's beak. We sure made a huge impact on Graves Point. Lincoln, we sure did. Ricky, it was awesome. Cleo, yeah. Lainey, what was that alien Ben used to fight the squid? That was a Piscis Volan from the planet Piscis. They are a race of aquatic fish creatures. Lainey, that's interesting. Lincoln, yeah. Lana, I just can't believe that a squid like that would terrorize a coastal town. Nicole, me neither. Maria, yeah. It's just unheard of for a squid to kill people and all that. Fu, it was absolutely horrible. Emma, it sure was. Aqua, I can't believe that it would hurt so many people. None of us can. We kept some of the meat and made a calamari stew for dinner. The end. Another fanfiction complete. I got the idea for this one out of the blue. I watched the movie The Beast from 1996 back when I was a kid. Peter Benchley, the master of sea terror, made a great book about it. That squid on that movie was huge, and if a squid like that existed, it would be the biggest creature in the ocean in the world. It would be a monster of unimaginable size and more. William Peterson did a great job in this movie. It was 2 parts long and lasted for 176 minutes. It was a TV miniseries film that premiered on April 28 to 29, 1996. I also wanted to do this chapter as a tribute to the great master of sea terror, Peter Benchley. Rip Peter Benchley, master of sea terror and creator of Jaws, May 8, 1940 to February 11, 2006. Graves Point is a fictitious town, and the movie was filmed in New South Wales, Australia. But let me know what you all think. See you all next time. The Beast is owned by Peter Benchley, Dan Wigatow, and NBC.